Hello there, and welcome to the basement. I've been starting to get the feeling and impression and thinking me thinks and wondering, does King have help other than Miss Minutes or Ravonna Renslayer in Loki Season 2? Well, Kang, He Who Remains, whatever you want to call him. They're all variants of the same dude from long, long in the future. But before I get into who I think it is and why I think it is that particular person, go ahead and smash a like on this video, and then let's begin. So, in the first two episodes, we were introduced to Ki Kwan's Oruboros. And one of the first things I noticed is that he seems to have a memory going back all the way. He remember, if you recall, he remembered that Mobius had visited him 400 years ago. Whereas none of the other employees, at least that they've shown so far, have a memory of that going anywhere near that far back. You saw in that scene that Mobius didn't remember the last time he'd seen him. So it makes me wonder, why does Oruboros seem to have a continuous memory? Also, in this most recent episode, we found out that he wrote the manual covering basically everything in the TVA, how it works and how to fix it. Now, Casey did memorize it, but that's still not the same as being the one who created it and wrote it. So another question is not why is he the only one that knows the complete inner workings of the TVA? I think it's maybe because he is also working for He Who Remains. I mean, think about it. In order for him to be able to keep an eye on things on the inside, besides Ms. Renslayer, obviously, he can't have had his mind wiped like everyone else in there in the TVA, and he absolutely has to be able to handle anything that comes up in the TVA proper, because He Who Remains was out there on the end in the Citadel at the end of time, doing what he's doing, which is macro-managing rather than micromanaging. So I am really, really beginning to think that Oruboros is working directly for He Who Remains, or, well, assuming he doesn't know that He Who Remains got skewered by Sylvie at the end of last season. But again, just the fact that he has a continuous memory, he could remember 400 years in the past when Mobius last visited him, and he's the only one that really, really, really knows the nitty-gritty about how the TVA works and all the technology and stuff there, especially since he's the one that wrote the guidebook. So, I think Oruboros works for He Who Remains, and they need to keep an eye on him going forward for these last 4 episodes, because right now he seems all cool and, eager to please and eager to help, which, I'm sure those are natural parts of his personality. But I think he's keeping secrets. And, of course, the biggest one is that he worked directly for He Who Remains. And, well, still thinks he does. He's the inside guy. The one to keep things moving, or the one to steer things, while He Who remains at the Citadel at the end of time. What do you think, though? Let me know down in those comments. Do you think I'm full of it, or do you think I might be onto something? And if you do think I'm onto something, do you agree or disagree with the reasons I put forth? Do you have some of your own? I would love to know. So go ahead and let me know what you think down in the comments below. And again, please like this video and go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know anytime I drop a theory video like this one, or a summary video, or do a live reaction, or, as is in the case tonight, Saturday, October 14th, which is when this video is being made, at 9 p.m. Eastern, I do my weekly live stream I call the Saturday Night Chill, in which we discuss the week's nerdy news and, basically anything else that comes up, because, hey, conversations digress, and you can talk about what the hell ever in the basement with friends, which is the whole idea behind this community. I just want us to be a bunch of friends chilling in the proverbial basement. So, again, like, subscribe, comment on this video, tell me your thoughts. I want to know what you think, because, obviously you already know what I think. So, please do all that. And like I always say, there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement.